Welcome back. My name is Danielle Thornton-Gianni. I'm an anxiety and attachment specialist, helping people live happy lives with happy, healthy relationships, just like I've been able to do. Today we're going to talk about how to navigate Valentine's Day when you struggle with attachment. I have 5 tips for you today that are really going to help. Number 1 is letting go of expectations. So sometimes we have unrealistic expectations because of friends, media, family expectations. When the brain is anxious, it seeks certainty and perfection for safety. It thinks that if things can look a certain way, that means we're safe. But when things don't go that way, we can really struggle. So allow yourself to let go of expectations and just see what is. Because a lot of times we create anxiety and discomfort leading up to something, worrying about how it's going to go, or expecting perfection in yourself that things go a certain way, and it causes a lot more stress than what's necessary. So let go of expectations, let it play out, do your best, and you'll often find that the day turns out really well. Number 2, keep overthinking at a minimum. And the brain thinks that it can think its way out of any situation. And the reality is sometimes thinking is helpful, but like a lot of things, when we do it too much, it becomes unhealthy and ineffective. Your brain just goes into overthinking about things, and it's just going into stories, usually negative stories or perfectionistic stories that aren't even happening. It's not reality. So leading up to Valentine's Day, during and after, I want you to practice letting go of all of the thoughts about it. Stay in the present moment. Focus on what is. Focus on who you want to be in this day, what goals that you want to accomplish, and get out of your head. Number 3 is not judging your feelings, but acting despite your feelings. If you're feeling really anxious about the day, it's okay to feel anxious. I want you to allow that to be there. But what I don't want you to do is worry about it or judge yourself for having that feeling. If you're on the avoidance side and you're feeling a lack of feelings, I want you to also let that be okay. Don't judge it, but act despite how you're feeling. So ask yourself right now, who do I want to be on Valentine's Day? And that's the picture that I want you to focus on. Not how you're feeling, not your worries or your discomfort, but who you want to be despite these feelings. Because these feelings are just coming from old, unhealthy beliefs about yourself, about others, and when we stop listening to those and we act anyway, these feelings go away. They don't happen more, and we're building confidence in ourselves despite these unhealthy patterns that we might have. You're learning not to act on the discomfort, whether that's anxiety or avoidance, whether it's too many feelings or not enough. When you act on those things, it actually makes them bigger. When you act despite them, you build comfort in whatever area that is that you're trying to build comfort. Number 4 is setting mutual goals and expectations. So have a conversation with your partner about what these holidays look like for you, what they look like for your partner, and come to a mutual agreement on what you both want. Remember that this is a relationship with 2 people in it, and you're both going to create this relationship together. So if this holiday isn't important to your partner, but it is to you, find a way that works for both of you that you can enjoy it together. Have some flexibility with what your partner wants, but it's also okay to express what you want. Remember, this is a relationship, a partnership with 2 people. And as long as you're both listening to each other and compromising, you can come to a healthy, happy place for both of you. Number 5 is accepting and appreciating. When we can accept what is versus focusing on what isn't, you're going to find a lot more inner peace. But the more you can appreciate what you do have and what people do actually do for you, the better you're both going to feel. Again, it often goes back to expectations that a lot of times we don't communicate, and your partner can't read your mind, but also they're an individual that has their own expectations and practices. So don't let that anxiety or avoidance affect the days leading up to Valentine's Day or the day itself. Maybe this isn't an important day for you. Maybe it is. But I want you to zoom out and focus on the bigger picture versus one day that has a lot of hype against it. When you follow these 5 tips, you're going to have a much better day. I promise. We'll talk to you very soon.